have enough time to figure out if you got to go or not. So that's why we want to give them a 5-yard. Now you guys might be able to pull it in a little bit because we have guys who can make a shot from 14 yards on the run. We got to deal with that. So we feel like 5 yards outside the box in black allows the slider, okay, just say he's here, okay, to arrive in time and also to be able to evaluate the dodger in enough time to get there. In red, since for instance the ball was here, right there, and in red we'd be, let's say there's a guy in the wing, you're kind of already standing there, so you can pick up a little bit closer. And sometimes, speaking of pickup here, sometimes in red, oh boy, another term we have, square. So square to us means you square up on the ball. So I don't know if you guys have a term for that. So we have kind of two ways we'd play the ball. We could either play the ball, so the ball is here, for instance. We could play it where we'd we're basically funneling that way. Or we could play it, if it was on this side, we could play it square. And for us, square means you'd usually probably pick up at the top of the box, but that's not. So square means, we'll call it head up. For you, that's probably next term. Head up. So it's so we talk about that a lot, and that's one thing. When you play teams and you're trying to go from black to black, one of the things you got to be able to do, I feel like, is dodge, slide, recover. But if the ball goes back around, you've got to be able to get back out. At least at our level, it's one thing that's really important. I feel like Princeton has been the best team at that against us, against our motion. They'll slide and recover, and I feel like they're pressing out by the time the ball gets out the other side. So, but yeah.
What do you mean most of the game, black or red?
Well, we'll be in black now. Ryan Polo has been our defensive coach the last 5 years, and he liked us moving. We have better skill guys on defense than we have cover guys. So he felt like the more the ball was in the air, the better chance we had to knock it down and kill it. We call it a kill in our program. Better chance we have to kill it, knock it down, get a piece get a chip. A chip is a piece of the hands. We have terms for everything. It's actually sad sometimes. A chip is we got chips, we got nuggets, we got kills. Chips are a piece of a glove, like as the guy's about to throw it or about to shoot it. A nugget is getting your stick on a ball. A kill is ending a possession. That's a big one in our program. I was saying before to these guys, we have a little trophy, like a plaque with a hunting knife in it, and that's whoever has the most kills in the game gets to have the knife in his locker for the week. So the kids love it. It's a scary looking knife too, man. But on Monday they're in the office like, who won, who got it, and like they already have the game film and they try and figure it out themselves. And then Ryan would keep track of nuggets and chips like during the game and trying to say, guys, you had 4 chips, you had 2 nuggets, you had just try and give them things to because like on defense sometimes it sucks. You don't have stats. Yeah. I mean, cause turnovers obviously. Ground balls, obviously, and obviously your goal total. But it's nice to have some other.
There's a lot more to defense than that.
Well, you know what it is. If you were to sit in our office, you would hear us talk about how do you end a possession on defense, and especially when your goal is 40%, like we are every year. So you can't count on a save. So now, how are you going to get the ball back? So you hear list the ways. You know what I mean? Knock a pass down, get a chip, run a shot out. Kill the ball on the ground the first time. So we started naming those things in the hopes that it would have an impact on our defense because it was like the goalie's not going to stop it. Like there was one point we were so bad in the goal, like when the goalie got hit, we would cheer because it still counted as a save. I mean, literally that's what it was like. And so in 2010 we won the league championship with we were 40. I know we weren't 50. We were 46, 47. And last year we went to the NCAA tournament with a 48 or 47% goalie. And it's like, we haven't been good there. And I don't, hopefully we are this year, but so it was like one of those things where let's name some things for the defensive guys. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it was great for us.
So do you prefer than the 3 slides?
I do. Yeah, I do. I think what he's doing now is he's going black to black a lot faster. So we were basically a black to like almost straight adjacent team. For like if you talk to all my peers, they would say to me all the time, and you guys slide adjacent all the time, holy cow. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I guess we do, but I mean, it's really black first. And then now the new guy, he just doesn't like it. He's really uncomfortable. He's trying to gain some more comfort with it, something he's never done. Black to black is just different because the second Then I got to tell my offensive guys, on the second dodge, throw it in, which isn't always pretty, but it's kind of what you got to do. And that's actually, I would say most teams in Division I don't know what you guys think, but are doing black to black. Are you guys?
Yeah, we do a lot of different. We're not very talented.
Yeah.
We have a couple different schemes. We do a good bit of zone.
Yeah.
We do slide from the crease, but we kind of zone the alleys in our man-to-man scheme.
Yeah.
So what I would say we typically do if a team's dodging the alley is we would go, in your terminology, we would go red to black.
Oh, you comp. Oh, yeah.
So we would
First slide adjacent, second slide black.
We don't even really want them to slide.
Yeah.
Because we want to chase that pass.
Yeah.
If you're the, we call it gator. If you're the gator,
Yeah.
you're the guy in the alley, and your man's down low, like in your drill here, numbered.
This guy would be out here on the ball.
Right, he would be the gator.
Yeah.
And we would be prepared to come across the crease again. But we want them to move the ball and him to be able to chase the pass.
Gotcha.
We really want him to roll back. Basically, he's going to stand at 5, at more like 7 yards. Be prepared to step up.
Yeah, like so. Your fake slide on the first. You're showing on the first dodge, adjacent.
And he's gonna chase. He's gonna chase that pass always.
Well,
unless we have to go. We do like a fire go, fire stay. So if he says fire stay, he's hedging. You're show no go.
Yeah.
And he's chasing the pass.
Gotcha.
If he says fire stay, then the shorty would go to the crease. We would come coma to cover the first guy.
Gotcha.
And then we would send a bash. We call it a bash from the crease down. So it's. Then if we do have to go, we go red, black. We send a guy upfield.
And that's the great thing about the drill like this. You could do all those combinations. You can
We show with both guys.
Yeah, a lot of teams that go instead. Yeah, so he's saying here, both these guys are. But who's your one if you had to go?
One's the crease.
One's the crease, but you're showing up with both guys. Yeah.
If it goes
absolutely, it's great.
If it goes down too far with the offense, where that crease guy is a really long slide, and it's easy for the show guy.
Yep.
Then that's then the guy has to go, essentially because he's the closest guy, and he can just kind of show.
And that's one of the things. That's one of the things we love about the drill is it gives us all those things that we can do. And it gives the defense a lot of different options. Offensively for us, we're big. Like I'm big on ball speed. It's something I in my world, everyone knows what we're going to do, and it's like one of those things where you're just like, listen, they know what we're going to do. They know how we're going to do it. And the only way to really beat them is to be faster and strong, move it faster than they can move. And that's the way it is. Once in a while you can out-scheme a guy in our sport, but honestly, there's so many good coaches and everyone's prepared, everyone's organized. So it's kind of like we're so focused on ball speed in these kind of drills especially. So it lets us do that. It lets the defense do the things that they want to practice and drill, but we're still focused on we're going to dodge, we're going to move it twice, we're going to move it fast, and it lets us improve that part of it. So. Anything else? Okay. I could ask about it. I can talk about anything else if you want. I got time. We got 10 more minutes, so if there's any, I'll answer anything.
Just one. I'll
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not trying to.
No.
And another thing, we'll go with our gator package. We call it. All of our packages are named after SEC mascots, but this just happens to be gator because it's like alligator. I don't know, it's really weird, but we will. We won't go exclusively from the crease unless they're coming straight from the point. So if we have a man out
Everyone's pitching in now.
on this wing, like Coach was saying, we're going to engage them. Pretty similar situation. 5 yards, depends on the athlete, depends on, we were fortunate to have 2 really good D-middies. We're pretty much never going to slide to them. They just don't get beat. It goes down the alley here. If this man cuts through, we're just going to stand right in the alley. We're going to let somebody on the inside pick him up. And this is going to make them roll back, hopefully. And so that's kind of, we'll stay in that where you would typically be going adjacent here. He'll stand there, pass this guy to the inside, hopefully get him to roll back. If he has to go, we'll come across and then we'll come down.
Yep.
Just so you guys can see.
Yeah.
I know I was just.
No, that's all right. No, I think it's great. I think that's one of the things that we love about the drills. It gives us the option to do so many different combinations. And the defensive coaches are happy because they get to do things that they want to work on and focus on. And I'm happy as the offensive coaches. I think we're working on things that are important to me. Dodging, dealing with a double team, ball speed, get into a secondary dodge, which in our offense, we're basically built, we have basically primary dodges and secondary dodges, if we're to start to talk about offense here. And so we do something where that it's very scripted on the first dodge, and the second dodge is not. So we're always trying to get to the second dodge. If we score on the first dodge, it's like never, it doesn't happen. I mean, you can watch he'll tell you, you played against us. You don't score on the first dodge much. But if you can get to the second dodge and be ready to play offensively, then I think you're dangerous. And then, like I said, yeah, go ahead.
So for that drill, you said before you would have the guy who's sliding to the crease, he would take a knee.
Yep.
And call out red. So instead, if you're trying to teach him to get back to black, he doesn't go to a knee.
He would go, well, he would, yeah, right. He could just go run in there and go, hey, we're still in black.
Yeah.
And again, that's where you can, and we want everyone else to echo that call. So if he runs in there and says we're back in black, then everyone's got to verbalize that so they know. Yeah, absolutely. And that's more of what we're doing now with Coach Baxter. He has a lot more comfort of going black and resetting black quickly and showing adjacent rather than going adjacent.
Like is the goalie calling it? Is the defense?
Oh, our goalie's not qualified, so no. I wish he was qualified. Well, the kids do it. I love our goalies, man. I hope they're better, but they're not. We have not had a good lead, a guy who could organize it yet. I definitely would, yeah, if we could, absolutely. But it's hard. I mean, I think coming from the kids, it's been better for us. You got 6 guys on the same page, you know, and it's a scheme that I think we trust, you know, and the kids love. They like going right now because we had the same group of kids for basically the last going on 4 years. They like going red on the second one.
I only ask because if that pass goes down and across,
Yep.
Fine, go quick, and that bottom crease defenseman,
Yep.
if he's got his back to the play, he's hoping you're back in black,
Right.
but he doesn't necessarily know.
If this guy here is, let's say on this back here, this is the dodge, and on the pass forward here, pass ahead, this guy became the crease guy. As he's going in there, these guys already know they're in red. I mean, that's kind of what we do. And until they hear black from in here, it's red.
They are going to red.
It's red.
Okay.
Now it might be a red show because we don't want right now it's a red. Well, in the past it's been a red go because we've just been going. Right now, if you were to watch us play, it would be a red show. We'd be stepping down here on this dodge. We'd be stepping across here in this dodge, and everyone would be sitting in their spots.
So as soon as that initial dodge pass happens,
Yeah.
they're going red.
It's red. Like I said before, the way, like I said, the thing how we literally teach it is and when we have, sometimes Coach Shea will actually do this. You know, he'll put 6 defenders out there, you know. Just say it's a 13, I guess, right? Here's the ball, right? Ball's here, just imaginary. Okay, he'll actually sit there and guard. These 2 guys are out there. We slid. Okay? There's 4 of you left. You're in red.
Okay.
That's how we sometimes will. Remember, guys, there's only you can't plan on these guys coming back. You never know. The guy steps on a shoe, doesn't make it. We have to plan for the worst case scenario, which is in our world we believe is red. It could be red go like we did before, or it could be red show. But we hope that we can recover and get back in a pass and a half. We're pumped if that happens. That's obviously optimal. But like I said, we plan for the worst case, and that's playing with 4 guys. You know, it's playing with 4 guys. So.
It makes sense because until the guy's actually in and can be the one slide again, what's the point on being in a crease defense? You don't have anybody there.
Right.
So.
Right, but in some situations you might, like if it was a deuces, you might have 2 guys, but he's going to be occupied. Let's face it. He's chasing guys around in there, right? So, yeah.
It really is good. It's really good for the teams that vacate the crease. You dodge, you crease slide, and you swing, pull past weak side, redodge, and you can gap and show that weak side dodge, and you don't have to, because you're not. I mean, most teams rotate. We rotate to that anyways, but
We do too. We're great at it.
because we can't. No one can recover fast enough to get through the backside, and you're sending a short stick to the backside to be redodge. What's the point?
Yeah, that's why we mentioned for recovering one pass behind the dodge has been that's a great thing for us too. So like I was telling these guys, coach, that we verbalize so the ahead or jam on that pass, so the guys know where they're supposed to go. So on a forward pass, you recover backwards.
Yeah.
On a backwards pass, you recover forwards, basically.
To the near part,
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anything else you want me to touch on? I can keep going. I got time. We got time. I mean, I don't know. If you have questions, Q&A, I don't know. Recruiting? I can do anything.
How far in you?
No, that's pretty much it. We've been chatting the last 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes over.
Yeah. Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
I want to stay.
Nothing wrong with it, man. You guys How many times?
I gotta go see my. I gotta go see my wife. So we can stay longer if you want.
You gotta drive to Orlando, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, great job, Graham. Thanks.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. It's awesome.